What's up, Raptors fans? Raptors HQ team here again. Adam Francis here with Sasha, Kalra. Favorite time of the year, Christmas for me coming up, March Madness.
Love this time of year. St. Patty's Day, March Madness, the weather's getting better.
Absolutely, can't go wrong. So, with that in mind, and with the Raptors looking like a lottery team yet again,
of course,
give me a player or two that you can't wait to see in the tournament, or that you expect big things from, or you think is a sleeper. Name a few guys.
The name that's on everyone's mind is obviously Anthony Davis. I mean, why not? He looks like he's going to be a legitimate NBA All-Star for years to come. I just don't see us finishing in that top three, bottom three sort of position where we would have a chance to get someone like Davis. So a guy that I'm interested to watch is actually Harrison Barnes. Some people have knocked his ability to sort of be a franchise-changing player, myself included. But at the same time, I look at our options at small forward, and I think, well, we can more or less use a guy like Harrison Barnes. Yeah, he's not going to knock it out of the park, and he's not going to be some guy who's going to come in and change the culture or sell many tickets or jerseys for that matter. But I feel like he'd be a great player to improve our basketball team. And after watching him last year, going into the tournament, I want to see what he has this year. It's his second crack at it. I want to see if he sort of learned some things and if he changes his game. And I'm just really excited to see Harrison Barnes. But what about you? What players are you excited to see?
I think everyone knows Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is sort of my crush. Has been for a while. Barnes is a funny player to me in that I do think he's going to have an impact at the next level. He's just an amazingly smooth, efficient scorer. But I don't know if he's too one-dimensional, I think is my concern. And like you, I really want to see what he does in this tournament. Because even in the ACC tournament, which just wrapped up, I didn't think he was dominant. And I want to see him take over games. And I think you need that from a top 5 pick. And Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, I think, can do that. I think because he doesn't need to just score to be an effective player. Yeah, rebounds like a monster at that position and a legit small forward size, which I think the Raptors could use. He's similar to James Johnson, maybe in some ways, but I think that he's not the same maybe in terms of a passer, but I think he's a better athlete. I think he actually has a better motor, better defender. Maybe doesn't have quite the length and size, but just a gritty player, and I think offensively he has a chance to be a lot superior to James Johnson. Any other players?
I mean, another guy who we've sort of been linked to a lot with is Austin Rivers. And I've watched some of his games at Duke, and obviously the shot, we all remember seeing that shot. I'm sort of interested to see what he does at his first tournament. We know he can score, we know he's got some notable intangibles, but I just want to see him put it all together and sort of, again, dominate a game. Even a guy like Jeremy Lamb, I mean, I'm not really sure. I haven't watched many UConn games this year, but I don't really know how he's progressed. Maybe you can shed some light on that.
I like Lamb a lot. I think he's a player that's whose stock's going to rise once he gets in workouts. That UConn team was a bit of a mess this year. They had a lot of talent, but they really just not a cohesive unit. But I think he has a chance to be pretty special, especially because there's not a lot of good shooting guards in the league. Like, if you look at that position, a lot of the best guys are sort of on the out. Your Ray Allens and your Kobe Bryants, however you want to classify them. But those sort of the older guys. When you look at the newer guys, it's like Eric Gordon, who's
DeMar DeRozan.
Well, and that's a big question, right? Because suddenly it's like if you take a Bradley Beal or a Jeremy Lamb at that 2 spot, does that mean you're trying to move DeRozan to a 3, or are you just kind of saying, well, we really didn't, DeMar was a single and we needed a triple, and maybe he's still part of the team, but maybe he's not the starter. I mean, they have a lot of decisions to make. It's going to be interesting to see which way
it's
goes.
Maybe an interesting offseason, for sure. Yeah. Well, we want to know what you guys think about the draft talk and who the Raptors should pick, so leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I guess we'll post the best ones. Just let us know who you're interested to see in the tournament this year and why.